Steph Palermo. It's the Just Steph Show. Everybody has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers, empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over age 3. Your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. The bat phone is connected, so give me a buzz to chat today, 404-355-8699. Tell me what's going on in your life. I want to hear from you. Coming up, we have lots of fun in the studio here with Steve DiFillippo. Hey, Steve.
Good morning.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm going to try to pronounce my R's because you certainly don't.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Well, you know, we have a lot going on because we have a big event tonight at Davio's.
Yes.
And that's very exciting. We're going to talk about everything Davio's and eating like a good Italian, right?
Nothing wrong.
Start out with a little bit of oil. You fry some garlic. Then you throw in some tomatoes, tomato paste. You fry it. You make sure it doesn't stick. You got it to a boil. You shove in all your sausage and your meatballs. And a little bit of wine. And a little bit of sugar. And that's my drink.
Yeah, that was from the Godfather.
Yeah, I want to make sure that people know that wasn't me.
I know, that was Comenza.
Yeah, Comenza.
Well,
yeah.
he sleeps with the fishes, so it doesn't matter.
He's no longer with us. But
No.
the sugar thing,
I don't like the sugar
Who
either.
adds sugar?
I don't like it either.
I think that's really old school. I think that's back in the day when they didn't have good tomatoes. Like today, San Marzano tomatoes, you don't need to do that.
I don't like sugar.
They're so sweet. You don't need to add sugar. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, you don't put sugar in the gravy, in the sauce.
I call it sauce. She calls it gravy.
Tomato.
Yeah, wait.
It's all right. So, hey, the Red Sox are coming to Atlanta. I got my tickets.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm going, yeah. So I'm excited.
When is that?
It's the 25th of April.
Oh, wow, it's early.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I think there's a couple of nights. So, yeah, I'm going in. So I'm excited.
Great.
So what did you do this weekend up in Boston? Were you home?
I was home. Yeah.
What did you do? Anything fun? Besides go to Davio's?
Well, I work a lot, I like to be in a restaurant on weekends, because my business is a calling,
Yes.
Because, we work when everyone's off, nights, weekends, holidays.
Right.
So you really have to love what you do.
That's his excuse.
Yeah.
No. All work and no play makes.
I'm here until Saturday, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm here for like 3 days. Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to hang out with you.
All right. My mother's making fish Friday night.
Yeah, no, I have to work. I'm here to work. I don't. People always say, "What are you doing down there in Atlanta? You're going crazy." I go, "I go down there and work."
Maybe. I want to take you to a nightclub though. Let's go to a nightclub.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do something fun. But you know what? My mother. So I said to my mother one day, I go, my mother's making the sauce, and she was making. I go, Ma, Steve says not to do tomato paste. She goes, I don't care what Steve said. I've been making my gravy for 100 years.
Oh God. Your mother's gonna give it to me tonight, isn't she?
No, she's gonna be starstruck.
No, but see, back in the day, the tomatoes today are just so much better. You don't need to thicken it with the paste. My mom did paste too back in the day, and then she got out of it because, we get these beautiful San Marzano tomatoes imported from Italy, and to me, you just thicken it. You add a little butter at the end.
You put butter in your gravy. You put butter in your sauce.
I do. It's so good.
Wait, look, I got to ask you one thing. So you make it obviously at home.
Oh, of course. Yes.
So, or in the restaurant.
My wife is English. Her family came over on the Mayflower.
Oh, she's old school.
Yeah.
Old school money.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
all right. Well. Okay, well, whatever. So wait, I have a question though. So like when I was growing up, when the sauce was on the stove, everybody walked by, did something like either got a meatball, dunked the bread in the gravy.
Yeah. Well, my mother used to hide the meatballs because by the time dinner happened, there'd be none left.
See, I know.
Used to drive her crazy.
My cousins did the same thing.
She'd leave a few in there for just so people would know, and then she'd hide them.
You know what my mother did though? She would do is she would fry some all the way through and leave them out so that if they to have them without the sauce on it.
Yeah, well, I like those
in the
too.
morning.
Yeah, those are good.
Like in the morning.
Yeah. Well, we do that in the restaurant. I just walk in, I smell them cooking, and I go out back and I kind of open the oven and I grab them. Because then once we take them out of the oven, then we put them in the sauce for 3 hours. I mean, it takes a long time to make a correct meatball.
It really does,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. My great-grandmother used a fork. She didn't even mix it. She just went like this. And she only made like a few.
Yeah, so they were loose. So because that's the problem. A lot of people, they're too thick. Like it's too heavy.
So,
I like them loose.
Everybody does their meatballs different.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so I'll tell you what, I had a great weekend last weekend. My kids were out of town, so I just went a little berserko. I was at 40 Watt in Athens for the Angeline Carter Band. They were playing out there. That's my good friend is the drummer. Anyway,
course you like the drummer.
Yeah, I love the drummer.
Yeah, okay.
They never
Drummers
miss a beat.
They're also
Yeah.
a little off, aren't they? Drummers? They're a little crazy.
I would.
They're loud.
No, not
No?
this one. I
This
don't
one's
know.
not
Maybe not the southern drummers. I don't know. So anyway, so Friday was I was out at night too. I went to see another band up in Kennesaw, up at Sidelines, friends of Mark's and the Big Bang. They do a cover band. But any Saturday, I went out all day making sales calls. But you know what it's like when you make sales calls with me? We go one place, one drink, next place, and we talk to different. So Deb Bowman and I went to Watershed, Bar Margo at the Four Seasons. Fantastic, and they had I had a great drink in there. It was like some lady mockingbird drink.
You know, I got to tell you, thank God you moved down here 20 years ago, because the Atlanta economy would not be what it is today without you. I mean, you actually keep this city alive.
I don't think so.
I mean, you're out every night. You're unbelievable. You're like,
Well, I'm trying. I do stay. I have to stay home once in a while with my kids. Plus, it's too much.
yeah, but they're older now, aren't they?
They're a little bit. Well, my little one. I have a little one. He's 11.
Oh, he's 11.
Yeah, he's 11. He's a baby. He's my baby. He'd be
Well,
so
so you
mad.
fooled around 11 years ago. That's
Oh my God! Don't talk like
Wait,
that. My grandmother knows now.
Oh, you're
you just told my grandmother.
Grandmother.
I don't like that. No, we don't. I was always embarrassed to tell my grandmother I was pregnant because.
Well, how many kids do you have?
4.
I think she knows you know.
Yeah, I know.
No.
She's
I think-
deceased now, so but
Oh,
she
she's
for
gone.
sure knows.
Okay.
But
Sorry, Grandma.
But that's all right.
Yeah.
So and then I have you been to KR Steak down here? It's Rathbun's.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
It's
I've been there.
very good.
Yeah.
And
He's a buddy of mine. I love him. He does the Taste of the NFL with me when we do
nice.
before the Super Bowl. I can tell you, he is an unbelievable guy.
I've never met him, so we'll have to meet him.
You've never met him?
I never met him.
Oh my God! Why don't we go in there sometime?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
You bring your boyfriend. It'll be
Yeah.
the 3 of us.
That's it.
I'll be the third wheel like I usually am. It'll be awesome. What does your mom think of the boyfriend?
Oh, she loves him. She said if something ever happens up, she's moving back to Boston. She loves him.
Why
Well,
would she move back to Boston?
No, because in other words, if I ruin it, she loves him so much that if I ruin the relationship, I'm not going to say the word she said. I cannot say it on the air.
Oh yeah,
So-
you mean the F word?
Yeah.
Wait.
So she's like,
How did I know
Don't
an
mess
Italian
this up.
woman used the F word?
Don't mess this one up. So anyway, oh my gosh, so it's crazy. So yeah, and I ended up at I went to Red Martini. They had their first anniversary party. I stopped by there to see my friend Joey, who's the photographer in there, and I ended up at Whiskey Mistress. You know who was there? Was Dr. J.
Really?
Yeah, he hangs out. I've seen him around because
Now, does
he
people
lives.
know who Dr. J is around here? He's kind of.
I think, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We were dancing, and my boyfriend said, "I think I'm going to go ask his wife if I can cut in." He wanted to dance with him.
That is so funny.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen him at
How's he look? He's got to be
Tall.
up there, right?
He looks
No, I
tall.
don't know, but he's got to be. Is he? He's got to be late 60s, maybe. 70s?
Yeah, well, he's got a son that's my 17-year-old's age. They played against each other in basketball.
How was he? He must be pretty good.
I don't know. I'm sure he was great.
Yeah.
He's at a local private school now, very close.
You know, he went to UMass. Remember?
I didn't even know that.
I went to UMass, and then he went to the American Basketball Association. Then he ended up in the NBA. But he started at UMass, which is pretty cool.
He's down the street, so I've seen him at the St. Regis, hanging out and stuff. Yeah, so I see him a little bit. There's a lot of stars here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So-
Well, the weather. I mean, why not? I mean,
It's
you
great.
can fly anywhere in the world nonstop from
Right.
Atlanta. It's a great airport,
Right.
great restaurants,
Right.
great radio hosts.
Yeah. Well, I think so. My mother thinks so.
Yeah.
My mother's like, I go, Ma, do you listen to my show? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to click Ma, just click the link. What's a link?
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. I mean, there weren't computers when she was.
Oh, I go home to Boston. My friends that are my age say the same thing. I go, do you listen to
Yeah.
I go, no, this is what happens when I go to Boston. They go, oh, you're on the radio? How's that working for you? You wrote a book? Good for you.
Yeah, they still have flip phones.
They
right?
don't care.
If they even have a phone.
No, it's so funny. Like, I go, Dana, did you listen to my show? I don't know how to do that, Stephanie.
Yeah.
I think.
You text them? Do they text?
Yeah, they do text.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
so
do
they
text.
moved. So they got the text.
You know what? Have you met Jerry Faber? He's an Atlanta icon here. He's a comedic icon. He's just a great guy.
You know everybody. It's crazy.
I love Jerry Faber. You know what? I've made some really nice friends. I think he's really a nice guy, and every time but he's like 78, and so I text him and he calls me because he can't. I I'm like texting.
So he can read the text, but doesn't know how to text
Yeah,
back.
he does
Yeah,
text
I have
back
I have a
bit.
couple of those friends.
Yeah, so it's funny though.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. It's such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. I hope he'll come tonight. I don't know what he's
Yeah,
doing.
you're
tonight.
gonna pack the place tonight. Everyone's
yeah.
want to come see you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they want to see me or you.
No,
I had somebody
no.
get me on Facebook and said, "Can I call him for a date?"
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well.
I said, "Try."
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck if you can get him out of the kitchen. I don't know.
I won't be in the kitchen tonight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
no.
out there with you hanging
I
out.
know. We'll have some fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be great.
I'm gonna introduce you.
I
to
mean,
my friends.
you're fun just waking up.
You know what? I do like to have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the Taste of Fit joined. Hi. They're watching. We're on Periscope.
Oh, hey.
So yeah. So we'll.
Who's the Taste of Fit?
I don't know. Who knows?
Okay. Hey,
They-
Taste of Fit.
Yeah.
Hope you're
Oh,
fit.
see, they love us.
Oh.
They just gave us a little.
A little thing.
We had a little heart on.
Oh.
So anyway, I'm being good.
Yeah.
And I was all right. Don't get me in trouble.
Right.
And they said heart on.
Oh God.
So
You're
anyway,
unbelievable.
I'm bad.
Good thing Grandma's not listening.
No, my grandmother would be like, "What?
She would have got
What
that
would
one.
she say? What? What does that mean?" No, my grandmother was very funny. She was, I learned all my cooking from her because I make my regatta pie and casadelles. You know casadelles?
No.
Casadelles.
See, you're Sicilian. I come from Italy. You're Sicilian.
Are you going to try and tell me that I'm not Italian?
Yeah, well,
That's what
Sicilian is kind of like more Middle Eastern. I bet you have Middle Eastern blood in you, don't you?
they say. I just told him that.
Yeah, okay. See, how did I know that?
I
Nothing wrong with Middle Eastern,
Well,
but
everybody took over Sicily at one point.
yeah.
So that's really why.
Yeah, 'cause
but
they
I
were-
could trace my family like 200 to 300 years back in
Yeah,
Sicily.
because there's not a lot of war heroes in Italy, actually, right? Is that way?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're lovers. They're not war
Yeah,
heroes.
we're
Yeah.
lovers, not fighters. Because
Yeah.
if we fight, it really isn't a fight.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
it's,
I think
you're
a lot
just
of
gonna-
countries have come in and taken over Italy, to say.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I love it there, though.
Yeah,
Do you
me
go
too.
a lot?
Oh, God, I love it.
Do you get to
I
go
go
back?
almost
Have you been
every
to
year.
Sicily?
I've not been to Sicily because, I've been to Israel, though. Same thing.
Oh, my. He's unbelievable. He's going to just. Oh, my gosh. So funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's, I was all over Sicily, and it's just, I feel like I'm at home. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I feel like I'm at home. And when I went to Riese, where my, look at it's Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Oh, it's Linda. Hey, Linda. But you know what? I went there, and when I was in Riese, I was looking for my family, and there was a man. My guide was asking a gentleman some questions, and he looked at me and he said, "She's from here."
Oh,
He could
wow.
he recognized like my features.
Wow.
So I guess
Did he ask you out?
no.
No.
No,
Because Italians, there's always some type of
Yeah.
reason they do things, so be careful.
Well, there's the police.
Can we get back to Linda? Linda, what do you think she's going to wear tonight? Do you think?
Linda, well, you should saw what she wore at the last
Yeah,
event. It
I
was
know.
very cute.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah,
wondering.
Linda's very
Because,
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah.
So we're going to be on our best
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
We'll
A lot of people are turning a big age this month. Have you noticed that this year? A lot of friends?
50.
Yeah.
Everybody's turning 50.
Yeah. What's going on with that?
Oh my gosh, all my friends are I'm turning 50 this year.
Yeah.
So it's
Welcome back to my decade. I've been missing you.
I know.
It's been a while since we've seen you.
I know. So yeah, I'm going to be 50 this year, and all my friends are turning 50,
Yeah.
and it's I think I feel the best I've ever felt.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely there's certain things that like
Are you eating less gluten?
No.
No.
Well, I'm trying. Now I'm back on a diet because.
So what do you do differently to make yourself feel better?
I think really it's a state of mind.
State of mind.
I really do. I mean, definitely taking care of my body and trying to exercise and eat healthy. Although I've been.
Do you think 86 and the husband had anything to do with that? Or? 86.
Well,
I don't know if people know what that means.
Yeah.
It's a restaurant term.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'll say about that, and this is the truth. When you're in a situation that is not emotionally or physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually uplifting or balanced, it's always good to move along.
Right.
So basically, I made some major life changes. I'm a second lifer, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy thing for me to do. I didn't want to do that. I'm the Italian mother. I wanted to stay. I wanted to be with my family. That isn't something I wanted to do, but I also.
But don't you think it's not an accident that you feel great and you've changed your life? I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, And here's what has gone on, and this I think happens with a lot of people. When you are with somebody from a young age, and you start to grow and learn and better yourself, and whether you're getting help with a therapist or whatever you're doing, taking care of your body, your mind, your spirit, what happens is you tend to have a little separation from what was going on originally, and so you're getting healthy and the other person isn't. So you're growing and they're not, and no matter how much begging and pleading you do to say, let's do this, let's get this help, let's do this together, or, can you look in the mirror too?
Right, exactly.
So, and that doesn't work, then, eventually you realize this is not going to be, this is not the way I want to spend the rest of my life.
Right. Well, congratulations, because
Thank you.
You really look great. And
Thanks. I feel good, and I've had a lot of fun, and I've met so many really great people. Like Atlanta is such a fabulous place to be. So
and you've helped the tax. The meals taxes here have gone so up since you've been out every night. Thank God.
I know.
Think about the schools. You've helped the schools, all the public money you've helped. It's great.
I know. So funny. All right, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we have Steve DiFillippo, and we're going to talk more about Davio's. And this is for the birthday peeps, Morgan Gouge and Ray Curry. And, I'm going throwback because I'm tired of today's music. The best things in life are free, baby. All right, we're back. Okay. Oh, my God. What a great offline conversation that was. I hope you didn't miss it if you were watching on Periscope. But anyway, okay, so here we are with Stevie D. Yeah. I can't help it. Stevie D and Davio's. Yes. So you were raised in Linfield.
Yeah, Linfield, Mass. Yeah, north of Boston.
Mm-hmm.
About 20 minutes north. Yeah, I'm a North Shore guy. We're both North Shore people. Oh, I'm not talking. Sorry.
Yeah, you're talking to the mic. We're getting directives from Jazzy. Okay, so all right. So tell me, what are some of your Easter traditions that you'll do at your house?
Well, I mean, traditionally lamb is kind of like the big deal, right? We've always had lamb, but my family likes veal. I know it seems kind of crazy.
Veal.
So what I do is I make a veal roast. so what I do is I take
a benzetta. Is it a benzetta? No,
I don't know. What I do is I take a veal tenderloin and I pound it out. All right, and so I have this big mass of veal, and then I stuff it. I take spinach. Also, I'll saute some spinach, some portobello mushrooms, some roasted peppers, and then some fontina cheese, and then salt and pepper, maybe some fresh basil, and then I roll it.
Like a braciole.
Kind of like a braciole, yeah. And then I roast it in the oven. First, I'll brown it on the stove, and then I'll roast it in the oven, and it's just so good. I mean,
do you do anything to marinate it?
No, I don't marinate it because I just kind of salt and pepper, olive oil, and then I just roast it on the stove, and then I cook it in the oven slow, like 325, and it's just so tender. It's just so flavorful.
I love
because what happens is all that stuff I put inside kind of melts with the meat, and then you just slice it, and it's beautiful. It looks gorgeous when you see the spinach and the mushrooms and the peppers. And so it's kind of a tradition with my family. Everyone comes over and I make the veal roast.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you don't make any sauce at all?
No, we have to have the sauce.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So we still
have some macaroni.
Yeah, no, so we still have I'll make, the marinara, and then I'll...
it's marinara.
Marinara. Okay, whatever.
It's too American.
I love how you give me the accent. It's funny because the more I sit with you and talk, I start talking like you. It's infectious because, we're both from the same area, and this is how people talk there. I apologize if you don't understand what we're saying today.
I know. It's funny. It's fine. They understand.
Yeah, but I don't do meatballs or something.
No, just a marinara.
Yeah, just have the marinara because there's some kids some kids don't really want the veal, and actually my sister's a vegetarian, so that's a bit of a problem. So I'll make eggplant.
I love eggplant.
Yeah, so I'll do eggplant.
Do you like parm or just?
No, I like parm. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I love it.
But a light parm, nothing crazy with the cheese. So I think sometimes people overdo it with the cheese and the sauce.
Americans tend more they put more stuff, it gets better.
So I always try to use 4 to 5 ingredients in everything I make. That's why our spring rolls. That's why our stuff that we make in stores. We sell in 5,000 stores now around the country. Because I keep it simple, and I think people tend to put too much stuff in their food when they make it.
Right.
And then it's like mystery food. Right. You don't know what the heck you're eating.
Right.
So always try to keep things 4 to 5 ingredients, and I think and not go crazy with one. Like don't over cheese things, don't over sauce things.
Right.
It's less is better.
It is.
It really is.
Well, because then you can taste the food.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I agree. I do some of the Sicilian stuff. I'll do like the Sicilian, the ricotta pie and the casadedes, and I make struffolies.
Yeah, struffolies. Oh, I love those.
I make those.
Yeah.
But I think I do different stuff on Easter depending on what's going on with the kids and everything. But I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a vodka sauce.
Oh, vodka sauce, great.
I think I'm with the rigatoni.
Oh, rigatoni, great.
Yeah. So I think
love
that's what I'm
that.
gonna do. Yeah. So okay. So all right. So what is so different about Davio's in Atlanta? And I know a lot of the stuff is the same. The restaurants look the same. I've been to a couple in Boston.
Yeah.
What did you do different to adapt to Atlanta?
Well, first thing, when I go into a market, I hire everybody from that market, right? So I'm not a guy from Boston that came down to Atlanta and said, okay, this is how you run a restaurant. Claude, he opened the restaurant, he just recently left, but, he's with us 6 years.
Right.
And Paul, who's now the general manager, has been here for 12 years, 14 years, so, and the chef is from here, Tim, we hire, everybody here is Atlanta people.
Right.
And I think the mistake that some of these other people who have come into this market brought people from New York,
Right.
they brought people from wherever they're from, and I think that's a mistake. So I hire all local people. I'm pretty much the only one, and I have Rodney, who's our corporate chef, who travels with me. He comes down, helps out. Like he's going to be here tonight. You'll see
Right.
Rodney, but mostly everybody here is from Atlanta, and I think that's so. It's an Atlanta. Restaurants are local. You have
Right.
to, and then be part of the community. Like we're so involved with all the charities here. We're a very philanthropic company, and so that's kind of my themes when I go and I open these restaurants. It's local, philanthropic, and you're a neighborhood restaurant. And I think what happened with some of these other national guys, big names that have come into Buckhead, who are no longer with us, they left because they just put their name on the door and they thought, I'm so-and-so, they're going to come. And I think Atlanta's smart. You've got so many great restaurants here, and why would you go to that guy's restaurant if they're not there? So I'm also here a lot, too.
Right.
I come a lot. I'm here until Saturday. I'm the next 4 weeks I'm here every week, so that's the other thing that I'm here a lot, and then the dishes on our menu are very similar to Boston. We don't change, it's still brand meat, we still do the same recipes. Like, I'll give you an example for the scallop dish. Like in Boston, it comes with a corn sauce. Right here, we'll do grits with it. So we do some of the southern things. Right. But I don't want to be a fake. I don't mean someone from Boston who came down and starts doing southern dishes.
Right.
It's really not my thing.
Right.
So Tim, who's our chef, he is from here, so he can do southern things. And,
right.
But it's still Davio's a Northern Italian steakhouse.
Right.
We're not a southern restaurant.
Right.
So we have to kind of make sure we do what we do and do it well. And,
right.
So that's what we did.
I'll tell you, I love the Robbie.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Again, very simple, right?
Nobody knows Robbie.
Well, I think they don't know how to cook it right, So we kept it very simple. It's just a little garlic, salt, and pepper, and olive oil.
Right.
It's very, very simple.
Well, when I go home to Boston, because you can't get Robbie down here, except for if I go to Davio's, and I really don't want to cook Robbie because I don't know. I can't do it as well as you do.
Yeah.
I want to go.
You and I should go in the kitchen tonight. I'll show you. It's very simple. The key is blanching it first. It's really bland. You don't just throw it in the pan.
I'll tell you what, though, too, we have a little bit of a hard time getting some of the produce that you get up in Boston. It's very hard to get good artichokes here.
I'm surprised.
Well,
it's funny. Our San Marzano tomatoes we actually ship from Boston still.
I get mine from Pastines.
I find Pastines a little sweeter than I like. Tonight, I'll give you a can too. We have these.
You gave me the can.
The Leveraginas. Did you try it?
I made it.
You did, yeah.
It tasted like Davio's right?
Yeah.
I made the sauce with the.
That's not fun.
I said, "Oh my gosh, it tastes like a restaurant."
Those are really good tomatoes.
Well, when my mother and I cook, I walk in, I go, "Oh my gosh, it smells like a restaurant."
Yeah.
But nobody cooks like that really anymore.
Right.
At home, a lot of people don't cook like we do. Mm-hmm. And so
it's my favorite thing to do. I can say I go home and people say, what do you do on the weekends? I like to cook. I know it seems so crazy. I go run in the morning and then I go to the store, get some stuff.
Right there at Market Street. Oh, you live up there.
Yeah, I'll go to Whole Foods or something. But we've got some nice little markets up there, and
really nice seafood because you're right there by the ocean.
Yeah, a lot of nice seafood. But a lot of times I take the protein from the restaurant because you can't get the swordfish, you can't get the salmon that we have. Right. You can't buy our steak in the store. Right. So I'll usually take the protein from the restaurant and then I go home and make everything from
Nice.
Because once you're used to eating prime meat, the brand meat that we have, it's hard to eat other kinds of meat. Right. Because it's so good.
Well, I have a hard time getting veal down here because I like to make veal ossobuco, and I can't find the veal shanks. Wow. I've gone to several different places. I can't. It's very difficult to find.
Wow.
They used to have it at Costco. and they don't have them anymore. And they were nice.
Yeah.
They were nice cuts.
I love Costco. We sell our products in there. They're a great company.
That's where
really,
I bought the spring. No,
Yeah.
I got the figs. The figs. Was they dates?
No, dates wrapped in bacon. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are
and
good
there
with the goat cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Those
gosh,
so
everybody
good.
loved those.
I know, those are so
I
good.
put those out for
They're
$2.
so easy, right? You just
easy.
You look like a master. You pull them out of the thing.
I know.
Everyone thought you made them. I'm
I
sure,
know,
but
and they look so but it's easy. You know, I just did them in the pan.
Yeah.
So, but I put them out for one occasion at my house, and then one occasion I brought to somebody's house, and they were, and everyone loved them.
Yeah.
It was so good.
First of all, bacon with anything is good. I think.
Yeah.
I'm a bacon. I love bacon.
Yeah. Yeah, I love dates and figs and the goat cheese and blue cheese. I love all that stuff.
That's all
Anyway,
good stuff.
yeah, it is fun. So tell me, what have you seen in the difference in Davio's now, like from when you first opened here in Atlanta to now? Like, I know that it's grown in popularity just because I know what's going on.
Well, I think when we first came here, people, a lot of hotels, a lot of the like business from the companies and stuff, and I don't think the locals really kind of came right away. They kind of wanted to see us kind of perform a bit first, and now I think we've kind of proved that we are a local restaurant. We are part of the landscape, and now we're a big local restaurant. Buckhead goes there. I mean, it's as you can tell, there's 1 million people live around there, and I think a lot of people hanging out there, and that's really the difference between now and 5 years ago. We're not just a hotel restaurant or a convention restaurant. We're a local restaurant in Atlanta.
I've noticed that at your bar because that's what we look for Second Lifers. I'll go into places and I'll say, what is the energy at the bar?
Right.
And I do this wherever I go. I mean, I'm on 24/7 when I'm going out, and so is this a kind of bar that we're just sitting here waiting for our table, or is it a kind of?
People eat at that bar. That bar does a
Right.
huge business. And Tony, he sings I think Wednesdays and Thursdays. And, he brings in a lot of people to come sing with him, and he sings all the older songs and stuff. But he's great, And then the other nights when he's not there, we do promotionals and stuff, and people come in. But it's an eating bar, know, and people do drink too.
I eat there. I'll sit at the bar and eat.
Yeah,
I like it.
Bar, yeah.
I found that the energy is, and I wrote that little review right around Christmas of Davio's because I was in there doing the gingerbread house with my son, and I saw what was going on, and the energy in the restaurant was just so
and also
fun.
the patio, the patio has a roof on it,
great.
so it's year round. And we have heaters out there, so that really works out nice because you're outside. It's a different feeling when you're outside.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Buckhead people, Atlanta people love patios. Like, we're ready for those patios to be open. Everyone's like, oh, it's patio season. Right. And I'll see things coming in now for me with patios that are opening, and they're having parties and grand opening of their patio or rooftop. And people love it. So I like the fact that you can be out there all year round.
Right, yeah.
So that's really nice. But I like the energy in Davio's. So talk about, I wanted to ask you, how much credit do you give to food critics?
Well, food critics are tough to me. It depends what do you mean by food critics? Like, there's bloggers now.
Right.
There's different levels of food critics, and I think the old timers, from the Atlanta paper or the Boston Globe and stuff, they're tough, and I always get kind of frustrated because I always wonder, what do they know? I mean, have they ever worked in the business? Like, how do they become a food critic? I don't know their resumes, and it's always kind of frustrating because I'll go to a place and I'll think, wow, that place is unbelievable, and then I'll read the food critic and I'll say, did they go to the same place?
Right.
So
I agree.
I don't really understand how it all works. I like more the bloggers. I think tend to be more real people who kind of get what we're doing.
Right.
And I think some critics kind of want a name for themselves, or they write things that are kind of mean and mean-spirited, and I would just go after one person. If I was going to look at a restaurant, I would look at a lot of different reviews. And talk to your friends.
Right.
I think word of mouth is really the best way.
And
to
if
know
they're
about
still
a restaurant.
going, if people are going there, and I think too, what makes them, a food like, what if they like something different than what I like, and I'll tell you what, for me personally, when I'm going to different places, I'm looking for a particular ambiance and feel for Second Lifers.
Right. Well, to me, it's about hospitality. I mean, the food. I think a lot of restaurants have great food today. It's really how you're treated. Think about it. How many times you go to a restaurant and the food is just unbelievable. It's the best food you ever had, but you didn't get value. You had a lousy time. Maybe the server was not very good, or there was some attitude in there, right? And you never go back. Yet you go to another restaurant where the food's just okay, but you have a blast, right?
Right.
You have a great time. The server's amazing. The hospitality's amazing. They
Right.
know you. They treat you so well. That's the restaurant you're going to go back. So
Absolutely.
to me, you'll forgive, right, food, but you won't forgive hospitality.
Right, I agree. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, where in ATL will JS be this weekend in Living Atlanta? This one is for Andrea Giannani and Janet Powell. Thanks for liking my JS page. And it's Throwback Candy Girl. All right, so we're back. I'm just getting caught up talking with Stevie G.
Yep.
And okay, so you wanted to know where to go this weekend. You've been waiting for Living Atlanta. Okay, so listen.
This guy's so good, isn't
yeah,
he? Oh,
I love it.
Yeah.
So this weekend when you go out, don't forget, before you go out, make a plan, drink responsibly, drive responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Call Uber, call a friend, call a cab, call somebody, but do not.
Call Steph.
Don't call me. Actually, I'm not drinking because I'm on a diet. So, but I'm not going to do that. But
You're not going to drink tonight?
I cannot. I'm not. So, okay. So, where is the Queen of Leisure going to be tonight? I'm going to be at Davio's for Living Atlanta Live from Davio's with my girl, Linda Parshall. We're going to be there with Stevie D. Who else is going to be there? David Cole from Band X. We have Dr. Bernadette Wang. Oshraf is coming. Billy Allen. And we have lots of really good friends.
Yeah.
And
lots of good food, too.
It's half-price apps at the bar.
Yeah.
And we have a signature cocktail. I think it's like a pomegranate martini because I did the Just Steph Red. And if you purchase the tagliatelle bolognese, the proceeds go to the Poland Syndrome Scholarship Fund. So that is near and dear to my heart. So please come on out.
Let's talk about that. What is that fund?
Well, that is, I was born with Poland Syndrome, and it's a rare disease. And the sad part about that is doctors don't know much about it. And really, the only treatment is corrective surgery, orthopedic surgery, and it affects more men than women. It's 1 in 100,000, affects the right side more than the left, and it's basically we have a limb difference. There could be absence of this is and/or some people have just the hand, but there's also chest issues with either ribs or chest muscle absence. Some people have leg issues, back issues. I mean, I'm very blessed because I'm not sick and I don't have any pain. But there are people that live with chronic pain every day. And so this is for kids who are walking the walk with Poland Syndrome. So please come out and support. And I think maybe later on, after Davio's, I think I might drag Stevie D and bring him to Whiskey Mistress.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble tonight.
Yeah, so we'll have a good time. I'll drive because I won't be drinking and you can get drunk.
Yeah, okay.
And then I was hanging home, I think, Friday, but I don't know. You're in town. Maybe we'll go out. Saturday night, I have so much going on. I have a birthday party in Dunwoody, a bachelorette heading at Hal's, and then I'm going to go to Billy Allen's birthday party at Whiskey Mistress. Then Sunday's Easter. So what are you doing this week?
You must be exhausted by it.
I'm tired.
That schedule's crazy.
I know. I'm tired.
Yeah.
But no, last weekend I really hit it hard, and I paid for it Monday. So okay. So listen. So what? You're here until Saturday.
Saturday morning.
And then you're gonna go home. What are you gonna do Saturday night?
Let's see. Saturday night. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Sunday with the
Why
family.
don't you go to Davio's? No, I'm just
I probably will work, actually. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm bad. All right, so listen, this is what's going on this weekend.
I mean, nobody can compete with your schedule. I mean, I'm reading this thing as you go along. I'm like,
this is where you can go this weekend.
You're unbelievable.
Well, Deb Bowman, I wish you could meet Deb. She sings at the St. Regis. She's my dear friend. She's fabulous. She's going to be at the St. Regis tonight, and Friday she's going to be at Grand in Midtown. My girl DJ Vanessa Hunley tonight is doing musicology at G's Midtown, and then Sunday Funday. I think it's all on Easter. She's still doing the Sunday Funday karaoke at G's. Now Dave Scott, this guy is the best. His music is so good. He's going to be at Whiskey Mistress all week, and then Friday he's there from 9:45 to 1 in the morning, and then Friday he's at the Juke Joint. At the Punchline over at Landmark Diner is Mark Pitta. Now, for me, Pitta means P-I-T-A, pain in the F. Anyway, so, but tonight, of course, is Living Atlanta Live from Davio's, and we're going to be broadcasting. I'm going to be doing this Periscope there and interviewing, and we have lots of friends coming, and we have lots of giveaways. Dr. Ken Anderson from Anderson Hair Sciences is giving away a $2,000 procedure.
Wow.
He's
What
doing that.
procedure would that be?
I know, it's like hair needling. You don't need it. You have enough hair.
Well, I don't know. I'm starting to get a little thin up there.
Oh, well, if you want it, maybe. And also we have some gift cards. Davio's is giving gift cards. We have Steve's.
We are? Who said that?
Ani. Ani said.
I'm just kidding.
Ani
of course.
said.
My book, too, right?
Yeah,
Give
and
us
your
some
book.
books,
I
right?
have my book. I have a couple of books from Mark Mayed. I have Whiskey Mistress gift cards, so it's going to be lots of fun. And the punchline is pop-up tonight in Alpharetta with comedian Scotty K. You know Scotty K was on my show. He's great. And tonight in the Highlands, you can go to Adult Trivia at DBA Barbecue. 37 Main in Johns Creek is Dueling Pianos. It's the Andrews Brothers. And in Beaufort is karaoke. Tonight at Venkman's, the early show is the Carries, but you won't be there because you'll be at Davio's. But later on, if you want to go to Venkman's, Yacht Rock Schooner was going to be there at 9:30, and the show is $8 to $16. Yacht Rock is awesome.
Really?
You would love them. It's everything that's on your iPod. It's so good. So good.
How do you know what's on my iPod?
Well, it's our age.
Yeah, our age?
So, yeah. All right. Or you're
I'm not
older.
sure.
You're older. You must be.
I'm more like a Springsteen guy. You're more like the
Disco.
The disco person.
Yeah, I am. I know. So, okay. So, do you know Johnny Esposito?
No, he sounds Italian, though.
Yeah. Well, his dad started Johnny's Hideaway. Back in the day, but he has a new place called Cosmopolitan Live in Marietta, and Friday is the Andrews Brothers Dueling Piano. This Red Sky Tapas is everybody's doing dueling pianos. They have Friday and Saturday.
I'm exhausted just hearing your schedule.
I know, it's not my schedule, I'm not going. This is where you can go. But at Venkman's on Saturday, on Friday you got me all confused now, their early show is Jason Pomar, and their late show is the Street Stompers, and the Yacht Rock Review is going to be at the Variety Playhouse. That's super fun. That would be my pick after Davio's, of course. Mm-hmm. And 37 Main has Hysteria, a Def Leppard tribute, and that's in Beaufort. And in 37 Main, Johns Creek, is the Breakfast Club, easy for me to say, and it's Pop's 80s tunes. Whiskey Mistress is no cover before 9 o'clock. They have their new Mistress band featuring Rick Seymour. You need to go there. You'll love it.
What?
It's like
the
a
new Mistress?
Whiskey Mistress. So Saturday, my friend Jerry Farber is going to be at Cosmopolitan doing a variety show. Go see him. He's awesome. Venkman's has a bottomless mimosa brunch in the morning with Booker T and the MGs with David Ellington. And Venkman's at night is Nick from Yacht Rock is doing acoustic Beatles. And that's their early show. And later on they have...
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, they're really good.
That's great.
They're really good. And it's Grant Green is Jr.'s an album release there. And of course, we have Red Sky is doing the dueling pianos 2 nights in a row. Go see Joey Gouge at Red Martini. His daughter's birthday, Morgan, is Saturday night. Okay, now 37 Main on Saturday has that's in Beaufort, the 120Z Profits, and Johns Creek has Electric Ave 80s tunes. And Saturday night at Whiskey Mistress is Billy Allen's birthday, so don't miss it. That's going to be the place to be Saturday night. Now Sunday, we're going to talk about brunch, because I want to take my time. I rushed through that because we have a few minutes, because I want to talk about brunch. Mm-hmm. Brunch is big.
Brunch is huge. Easter brunch. It's funny, back, I don't know how many, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we didn't even open for Easter. It's become such a huge day for us.
Right.
I mean, we used to not be open for Thanksgiving. Now that's a huge day. People are eating out on these holidays.
Right. Nobody wants to cook.
Yeah, they don't want to cook anymore, which is fine with me. It's fine with me. I mean, we're like jammed. We're going to be sold out. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, I think Davio's would, I do my pick for the weekend, and Davio's would be my Easter brunch pick across the world. Because I think, where would I go if I was? Now I cook, so
Right.
That's what I want to do. I want to cook. I want to make my stuff. But if I was going to go out on Easter, I would go. That's where I would go, because my kids love Davio's.
Right.
I mean, they love it. And they're fussy about Italian food. So, that would be my pick. But
I wonder why they're fussy. That's a shocker that your kids are fussy about Italian food.
Well,
their grandmother is in the house.
Well, what's so funny?
They have no idea how lucky they have it.
I know. Do you make pizza Gaina?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Pizza Gaina? Oh my God.
I know Gloria Gaynor.
No, pizza Gaina is like the stuffed, like it's regatta with the cold cuts. Pizza Gaina.
Okay, it sounds really light.
Oh, it's very heavy and fattening. In fact, one of my friends, Virgil from Boston, he's put on there. I'll drive for Pizzagate, and people have been offering him. I've seen it on Facebook. He's
Really?
going to people's houses and getting Pizzagate. My mother
Who
makes
sells it? I've never even seen
My
it.
mother makes it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so it's a Sicilian thing again.
You know what? She's making it today. I'm
Okay.
bringing it. I'm bringing it
Pizza
tonight.
Gana?
I'm going to bring it to you.
Okay.
I think she's making it. Ma,
Yeah.
you better make it if you're
I'm
listening.
gonna be Gana Sapanza.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding. My grandmother like, look at you, you blew up like a balloon.
No wonder I'm eating cold cuts and bread.
No,
right?
it's so good.
You know,
It's
yeah,
like a
sure.
regatta pie,
Yeah.
but it's stuffed with
Cold cuts.
prosciutto
Oh, yeah,
and,
great.
and gabagola.
All these things that we should not be eating anymore.
know.
Which we love it, but.
Yeah, well.
But my father's 88. He's been eating that stuff his whole life, so
He's fine.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
I know. You know why? It's just a different mentality.
Well, you know what? You can eat anything you want, I think, but just don't eat a lot of it. It's all about the quantity. It's all about portioning. I think us Americans, we over-portion. We just eat too much of what we eat.
Absolutely, I agree. But I'm gonna talk about a couple of other places too. Now, Saint Cecilia has an Easter brunch. There you have it says Buona Pasqua, which is Happy Easter, and so they have dishes.
If you go in there and say Happy Easter, they'll give you a free mimosa.
Happy Easter.
You can say Easter.
Easter.
Yeah.
And Park Tavern has that's out in the OTP area. They have a brunch. Zale in East Cobb is 10 to 3. Southern Gentleman is 10:30 to 7:30. They look like they have a nice brunch over there. That's over in Buckhead, Atlanta. So I found this article, and it has a bunch of places. This was very interesting. Echo in Midtown. Have you ever been to Echo?
No.
Oh my gosh, the food is so good. They open for brunch once a year on Easter.
Wow.
That's it. And so they're celebrating this year with an assortment of, so say that word, charcuterie. Charcuterie.
Oh, charcuterie.
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 Yeah. That's a fancy word for cold cuts.
Yeah.
Right?
It's antipasta.
Yeah, right.
That's funny.
Mortadella, salami. That's what we would call
that's
charcuterie.
it. Oh, my gosh. And Le Biblioquet in Buckhead, Atlanta is having brunch. Livingston's Lure in Midtown is, that's a nice place. Great. Seven Lamps in Buckhead. They're open for brunch specifically for this holiday as well. Venkman's has some live music. So I love Venkman's. Their food is great. And Watershed, which I went there for the first time on Saturday, and the food is phenomenal. It's a nice atmosphere.
Why aren't you like 500 pounds?
I am.
You
I'm
are.
growing.
You are.
That's why I went back.
This is like shocking how much you eat.
I don't really. You know what? It's a problem.
It's not a problem. You look great.
Oh my gosh! I'm
Your boyfriend's 35, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, no. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no. So anyway.
You've ever thought about that? He was like 6th grade when you were like in college.
No, he's not that young.
Yeah.
He's crazy. He's only he's going to be 48.
Oh, yeah, sure. Doesn't look 48 to me.
I know, he looks so
Yeah,
young.
looks really young.
He does, but I do too, so that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he does look young.
Yeah.
He really does. He's got a young face. You know what? He's great skin.
Yeah.
Don't I'll get on a roll.
I'm sure you will later.
You know what? Yeah. Oh my gosh. He's so bad. He can't come back. He cannot come back. That's bad, unless we're on internet. Internet only, and then we can go. We can be like, what's it, Chelsea lately? Okay, so this Sunday at Johnny's, they're still, even with, I don't know, people just go out, I guess, I don't know. The Groove Gypsies are at live music at Johnny's. And
that's a great name, Groove Gypsies. I like that.
Yeah, so I was there last week on Sunday night to see Band X, and that's who's coming tonight to Davio's is David Cole.
See, that's what I would do. I'd go out for brunch with the family, right? And then you go out at night and, go do something at night.
Right, go and see a live band or something.
That's a great idea.
There's lots of live music going on here in Atlanta. These supper clubs are springing up all over the place, and they all have lovely food and great bands. I mean, they're really fantastic, and they're all very talented, and they all seem to fit our genre. There's all different stuff going on, so it's really great. So this Tuesday is the big event networking at 3 Sheets. I think I'm going to go to that. See if I can meet some people and make some money. That didn't sound good. But anyway,
No,
so
I'm going to let that one go.
Yeah, and then but really just solicit some business.
Oh my God.
So is that bad? Okay, so anyway, see if they want to advertise on my radio show.
Yeah,
right?
wait.
I need sponsors.
Right.
Okay, so and then Wednesday is Cosmopolitan at 7:30 is Douglas Cameron Orchestra, and you call ahead and reserve your table. Now, ongoing, St. Cecilia's has a new 5-course pasta tasting. Right?
That sounds great.
Yeah. I know. Well, their food is good.
Yeah, it's
So,
excellent.
and
Really.
they also have gluten-free pasta, but you do too.
Of course,
right?
yeah. Gluten-free is a huge thing right now.
I don't know. It's all baloney to me. But and Mondays at 37 Main is music trivia, and Johnny's has team trivia. Now my friends have gone to this team trivia at Johnny's and won. I'm bad at I need to do like throwback trivia, like what happened on the Brady Bunch in 1975.
Yeah.
Like that's the stuff that I know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how
It's funny. I know more about TV from the 70s than today.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I don't watch TV.
No kidding. I'm the same. And so, and then, of course, Wednesday night at Johnny's is Ladies' Night. And
So, ladies' night, what does that mean?
I don't know. Who knows? You just go, there's all ladies going there. They actually tee up at Hal's and then go over to Johnny's.
Tee up, you know what that means? It
Yeah.
means they have a few.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Okay.
And then they go over to Johnny's it's Wednesday night. So Hal's is usually a lot of girls on Wednesday night. So really, it's not a good night if you want to go and meet men. But anyway.
Well, who said I want to look at men? What are
No,
talking
not
about?
you. But I'm saying for the girls out there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For the girls out there. So Monday.
Yes, here we go.
At Davio's
Yes.
is Prime Rib Mondays, and it's half-price bottles of wine. And so go
That
there.
prime rib is so good. It's just brand.
I love prime rib.
It's so good. I love it.
And they have Monday.
Popovers.
I know, popovers. I know. I want the trusty bread.
Oh, God.
I'm going to eat my prosciutto.
Yeah, I do. You can eat it
I'm
with the-
going to eat my prosciutto.
You can eat it with the popovers.
Yeah, with the popovers. They're not good. I can't dunk in my olive oil. What's the matter with you?
Oh, my God.
Okay, so we have at Davio's, it's Monday through Friday is half-price apps at the bar. So stop in there. I love Jerry.
Jerry's the best. Yeah.
And I like...
For an Irish guy.
For an Irish guy. He's good for an Irish guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Brittany. She's
Brittany,
funny.
yeah.
No, she did.
She's
I introduced her to my boyfriend, and before I had my back turned, she grabbed me. She said we could share.
Oh, my God.
I was like, what? He goes, she did not say that.
Yeah. Well, she just had her second kid.
I know. She looks great.
Yeah.
She looks great. So
She took like a week off. She's unbelievable.
she's great.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful girl, but
Yeah.
very funny and
Very
fun.
fun.
And
Yeah.
she keeps that bar very fun. Like it's,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So and I like Brian too. He's so
Right.
nice.
We're all
I
good.
love him.
Good, some good guys. There.
So I love to get to know the bartenders because it's all they make it fun.
Yeah.
So Tuesday at Bankman's is Joe Granson Jazz Jam, and they also have half price bottles of wine, and they have a great happy hour. And now, if you like PBR, it's $2. But if you're like me, you're drinking Belvedere. And it's not $2. Zeal in East Cobb
At 10.
Has half price oysters on Tuesday and half price wines. Oh, I failed to mention Red Sky Tapas, their brunch. They have half-price bottles of wine on Sunday.
Huh.
So I think it's half-price glasses, half-price bottles, so you can get like La Crema for like really low. And Venkman's on Wednesday is Chicken Pickin', and Zeal and East Cobb it's Wine Down Wednesday. So here's my picks for the weekend. Overall, Davio's tonight. Do not miss it. Be there, be square. All the cool peeps are going to be at Davio's, so make sure you're there. And then, plus you get to meet this cutie, right? And so if you're single, this is what I would do if I was single. I would go to Hal's at some point, please. You need to go to Hal's. And then you can, I would go to Whiskey Mistress. But Bar Margot in Midtown has a DJ Friday and Saturday night, and that place is awesome. They have great cocktails. So if you're attached and you're going on a date, I think Friday night you should go to 2 Urban Licks and then go to Yacht Rock Review at the Variety Playhouse. They're awesome. So check that out. Now, if you're an OTPer, I would go Saturday night. I would go to see Jerry Faber at Cosmopolitan, say hi to Johnny Esposito for me. And then for Easter brunch, my pick for the weekend is Davio's. That's what I think.
Great.
So looking ahead on April 1st, Yacht Rock Schooner is at 37 Main. Also on April 1st, the Angie Lynn Carter Band is at it again in Athens at the Hedges. It's Come Cheer Them On to Bonnaroo. And on April 3rd, there's a Pappy Van Winkle dinner at New York Prime, and they're capping it at 30 people, so you need to check and see if they're sold out. And it is $300 a person, and you get your tickets via Eventbrite. Now, on April 4th, it's the last opening day of Turner Field, because they're building a new one.
Yeah.
Right by me, actually. And then starting on April 18th through the 23rd, St. Cecilia is doing a spring vegetarian menu. And get ready, because I'm going to be looking out for rooftops and patios opening soon, because they're so fun. And I have a big shout out to my Boston peeps, their birthdays. Lisa Palazzolo, look at the names. Lisa Palazzolo, Anthony Bardaro, hey Anthony, you know I love you, and Bobby Mulatto. This method.
Do you know anyone who's not Italian? I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I married them. Anyway.
How'd that work out for
So next week, Steve's not here next week. He's here this week. But next week I have Sue Collins from Buckhaven Magazine, and then Linda Parshall's back with me, and then I have Stephanie Fisher from, she used to be on CBS. She's going to be on with me.
Two Stephanies in the same room.
I know, and she's so nice and adorable. And Tim Andrews is going to be with me on the 21st, and I have Barbara English from In Town Magazine. I have Dr. Ken coming. There's going to be so much going on. Dave Scott. So check me out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and JustSteph.com. Stay tuned, because Living Atlanta has been hitting the streets. Tonight we're at Davio's. Don't miss it. We're going to bring you lots of fun stuff, lots to do. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. Love ya.